this is a little transformational hypnotherapy taster session. And there's just a couple of housekeeping rules. If you're listening to this recording, it is important that you do it in a safe place. Please, no driving, no operating heavy machinery starting out this part of the audio. It is very important that you're always in a safe place. You're in a quiet area by yourself with your eyes closed. So it's good to do it, in a setting where you know that you're not going to be disturbed, that your phone is not going to be ringing, dinging, pinging, or somebody is going to be calling you for whatever reason. The third thing is you are not going to be hypnotized against your will. If people that did hypnosis were able to do that, they would be mega millionaires, and they're not, because then they would hypnotize you to give them all their money or to pay you insane amounts of money. And that's not how hypnosis works, right? Hypnosis is the sleep of the nervous system, but it means that you are aware. So you're conscious your entire time, and you always decide how you want to respond. It is going to be about 20 minutes. It's a very powerful 20 minutes that you're going to go into a very deep relaxation. And because this taster session is about abundance and receiving money and wealth, it is always tied up to how, as children, we had unmet needs. And we went through life believing that our needs were not going to be met, or they weren't met the way we wanted them. That's usually the underlying cause of money blocks and why sometimes we seem not to be able to attract the wealth and the income and the money that we want in our lives. So today you're going to learn that you can meet all of your needs and that you can become very successful. And this is because this is what living in abundance is about. So I'm going to be counting you back to a time in your life where you began to form those beliefs that you couldn't have what you wanted. And I'm going to count down to a time where you formed those beliefs that probably you felt you weren't good enough, because that is all tied up together. You are not going to relieve anything. If I ask you to imagine or to go back to a place or time where somebody physically, pushed you or did something to you, you're not going to be able to relieve the pain. You're just going to be able to review it. And we just want to make sense of it. Okay. And the last thing is, maybe you don't have a video on right now, but as a quick practice run of how I do this technique is always starting off by looking up as if you're looking into your own eyebrows. So it is very important that you're not just moving your head upwards, looking towards the ceiling. That's not what we're aiming for. It's for you to look straight ahead, but your eyes are focused on looking upwards. So if you're trying to look into your own forehead, inside your own eyes, and you are going to feel a blinking sensation coming in when you do that. And when you feel that blinking sensation, that's REM, that's rapid eye movement, which you only get when you are asleep or you are into a deep, relaxing state, which is where we're going to do. So we are going to get a bit of an aha moment during the session. And this understanding in hypnosis is what allows us to start to setting ourselves up for abundance, to become free from all those attachments that we used to carry around. And we are going to get started. So I'm just going to close my video so that it is not distracting. Right? And you're just going to listen to the sound of my voice. So I want you to, again, get in a comfortable position with your arms and legs uncrossed. That is also very important. And I want you to look up as if you're trying to look into your own eyebrows. And you're going to take one deep breath. And each time you blink, that is hypnosis coming upon you. And breathe out. Again, just breathe in, keeping your eyeballs rolled up, glued up. And then breathe out. And one last time, breathe in, keeping your eyeballs up. And breathe out. And as you exhale, just close your eyelids right down, all the way down, but keeping your eyes looking upward still. And you're going to feel the muscles and nerves in and around your eyes are becoming heavy, droopy, drowsy. Your eyelids are starting to feel as if they've been glued shut, sealed shut, locked tight. You'll find the harder that you try to open your eyes, the more they feel glued shut, sealed shut, locked together. So now just forget all about your eyes and allow a drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body. Now just drop your chin a fraction so you can feel the same looking down sensation you get when you look over a balcony or down a flight of stairs. And as I count down, you are going to see your feet, hear your feet, and feel your feet treading each and every step as you go down deeper. So right now you're moving on to step 10, as each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 9, and you can see your feet treading each step as you go deeper. You're taking step 8. You can hear your feet making contact with every step as you go deeper. You're taking step 7. You can feel your feet treading each step as you go deeper and deeper. You're taking step 6, and every sound and noise and movement around you is carrying you further deeper, way, way deeper into hypnosis. You're taking step 5. You're halfway down. You're going deeper. You're taking step 4, as each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 3, going deeper into an awareness of yourself. You're taking step 2, going deeper and deeper. And you're taking step 1, and just go deeper, drift deeper, sink deeper. As I click my fingers, you will go deeper, drift deeper, sink deeper, and deeper into an awareness of yourself. So deeper just means going deeper and in a very relaxed state. And I want you to imagine your eyes are glued shut, sealed shut, locked together. The harder you try to open them, the more they feel absolutely locked tight. Try to open your eyes, find that they are locked shut, go deeper. Try to open your eyes, find they are glued shut, go deeper. Try to open your eyes, find they are fused together, sealed together, and go deeper and deeper and deeper, and at least 50 times deeper. And that's perfect. Because hypnosis is not about being asleep. It's a sleep of the nervous system. And it's about being suggestible. So now I'm going to show you exactly how incredibly suggestible you are. So I want you to imagine that you're holding half of a lemon in your hand. And you're starting to feel the sensation of the lemon in your hand, the smell of the lemon, as you bring the lemon closer to your mouth and to your lips. And you can feel the aroma of the lemon, the citrusy scent. You can feel the weight of the lemon in your hands. And slowly you start to squeeze it. You can see some of the juice coming out of that half lemon that you're holding, and how you're going to soon place it on your lips. And you're going to start having a taste of that acidic flavor of the lemon. And you can see how already your mouth is starting to prepare itself to taste the lemon. Your saliva, you can feel it inside your mouth, how it's starting to get everything ready and prepared to have that taste of that juicy lemon, that tangy juice into your mouth. And so if you can do that with just the idea and the thought that you're going to place a lemon on your lips, imagine what you can do when we actually work with limiting beliefs and suggestions. So this time, I'm going to you're going to be taken back. Your brilliant mind is taking you straight back to the street where you lived or the place where you lived before the age of 7. And if you lived in lots of homes, it really doesn't matter. Your mind will take you back to the right one. So as I count back, it's like you're going into a time tunnel and you're being pulled back, drawn back, taken back. You're being taken back, pulled back, and moved back. And you're traveling away and further back in time to your childhood home where you lived during the age of 1 and 10. And you might be even slightly older, so maybe 12. So you may be also a newborn baby. But most of you will go back to a home that you lived in when you were 4 or 5 or 6 or 3. Your brilliant mind is going to choose the right age and the right home. So even as I speak, all of a sudden, you're standing on the street where you lived. And like a heat-seeking missile, you're drawn to the home where you lived. And now you're standing right outside the doorway, the entrance of that home. And you're reaching out your hand to open the door. And again, you're drawn like a heat-seeking missile to the door of the bedroom that you slept in as a kid. You're standing outside the bedroom door right now. You can even reach out your hand and feel that door handle in the palm of your hand. And you're just about to open that door and go into that childhood bedroom. And you know that on the other side of that door is you as a child, the most sweet, glorious, lovable, misunderstood little kid. And as you go into that room and meet that little child that used to be you, you're going to notice immediately that child knows that you are them as a grown-up, and you know that this is you as a little child. And you and this kid in the room have a complete, incredible affinity for each other. You understand each other. You can ask that child any question at all, and they're going to answer it. So go ahead, turn the door handle, step into that childhood bedroom, and they're sitting on the bed because that little child is you. And as you recognize this child as yourself, you have an affinity and understanding with this child. I want you to sit down on the bed next to this child, next to the little you from the past. And you can also seat this child on your knee. You can hold their hand, and you can just sit right next to them. And they know that you're them as a grown-up, and they're going to answer any question that you ask them. The first question you're going to ask this child is, and the answer will pop into your head immediately. In fact, every time I ask a question, you will ask the child, and the child will answer right back. The answer will come up immediately because the answer is coming up through your feeling mind. So don't think about the answer. Whatever comes is the right answer. It is the answer that you need in order to start moving towards what you want in your life. So I want you to ask that child, are you happy? And the answer comes straight away, yes or no. I want you to ask that child, what makes you unhappy? Just look at that little kid and ask them, what makes you unhappy? And again, the answer will come up immediately. Some people might have had a blissful childhood, so this might be slightly different of an answer for them. But most people really need this. And so we're going to go with the majority. And usually the answer is no. So now I want you to say to that child, what is it that mommy does or doesn't do that makes you feel unhappy? If you didn't have a mommy and you were raised by grandparents or other caregivers, answer what you know. What is it that that person or that someone does to you or doesn't do that makes you feel unhappy? What is it that that does or doesn't do that makes you feel unhappy? And again, you're relaying these questions right back. And this child is answering you with complete honesty and automatically because the child knows who you are. And then I want you to ask the child, how do you know? What is it that they know? I want you to ask this child about love. When they grow up, do they think that they're going to find love? That they're going to find love awesome? Because when you grow up, what you do is that you believe whether someone is going to love you. So does this child think that when they grow up, they're worthy of love? Yes or no? And what is it that makes you answer yes or no to that question? And now I'm going to count to 3 and click my fingers. And your ears are going to be wide open. You're going to hear somebody say something to you or about you, around you, about how lovable you are, or about whether something is available to you and your needs are being met. So on the count of 1, 2, 3, here it comes. I'm clicking my fingers and your ears are wide open. A teacher, a parent, a relative, someone is saying something to you right now. And again, 1, 2, and 3, I'm clicking my fingers and you can hear it as if it were yesterday. You hear something being said about you, to you, over you, around you. And that something is all to do with your ability to be lovable and to be worthy of abundance and success and money. It may be about having the need to work hard all the time, believing that you always had to get better grades, or having to help your parents. Maybe they always preferred a sibling rather than you, and you didn't feel approved, or maybe you didn't feel that their love was available to you. So I want you to just take a few minutes, not long, and I want you to ask that child anything else that you want to ask them with regards to feeling lovable and feeling that their needs were being met in that moment. The biggest thing I want you to ask them is, why don't you feel that things are available to you, that abundance can be available to you, that you're not lovable enough? Because many of you don't feel lovable enough. Why don't you just quite feel lovable? Ask that child. That child has all the answers. Put your arms around that child. I want you to put your arms around yourself as you're listening to my words right now. Literally put your arms around you, around yourself, like you're holding that little child in your arms, like you're holding a little baby. And I want you to say some things out loud. I want you to put your arms around yourself. If you haven't done that yet, it is important that you feel like you're holding a little child. And I want you to repeat out loud after me. I am becoming a loving parent to you now. No one can play the role of a loving parent to you like I can. I love you exactly the way you are. I love you completely and unconditionally. I will always have time for you. I will always listen to you. I have created a place in my heart and in my life for you. You will always be safe. You will always be significant. You are enough. Everything is available to you now. There is nothing we cannot do together. You and I have perfect balance now. See how beautiful you are, how talented you are, how lovable you are. I want you to look at that child, truly take them in, their face, their eyes, their little bodies, and say out loud, you're beautiful. You're perfect. You're smart. You're just so lovable. I love you so much. And I want you all to think about, what is it that you always wanted to hear as a child while you were growing up? I want you to think about the words you most wanted to hear. Some of you might be waiting to hear those words all your life. And I want you to say those words that you most wanted to hear to that little child and anything else that you want. My favorite one is, what an honor it is to be your parent. How lucky I am to have you. What a great kid you are. So go ahead and say it out loud. No one is listening, but I want you to say it right now out loud to that beautiful child that is there with you. Start to praise that little kid and say, these are the words they've been waiting to hear. And now I'm going to say them to you. Because the most powerful words in the universe are the words that we say to ourselves. So keep going and don't stop. And now I want you to take that child to the home that you live in. Wherever you live in the world, I want you to transport that child. And I want you to ask them to come with you and to walk with you through the door of your home, the front door of your home with you. And you can repeat after me and tell them, you live in my world now. This is where you live. And this is a massive upgrade. And I want you to show that child where you sleep, that they have their own bed, maybe, or maybe that you sleep with someone that loves you. But I want you to show that child that they have a different bedroom. I want you to open the closet doors and look at all the things that you have there, all the stuff that you've bought. Maybe in the past, you were always given hand-me-downs and you were never able to get new things. So it's really important to open the door and go, wow, this is your life now. Look at all these clothes. I want you to walk into the kitchen, open the fridge, open the cabinet doors, and go, look, you have all this food. Or now there's not much in there, but you have a credit card and a phone. You can have things delivered and you can have it cooked. You're not that little kid that ate stale food or food they didn't like or couldn't choose what to eat. So open up your fridge, open up your cupboards and open all the cabinets there and look at all the stuff that simply was not available to you as a child. And you can go, look, I have all these products and items that they didn't have because they were not available to them. Because you see, you all upgrade your software. Go into your living room and look at your MacBook, your desktop, your laptop, your iPad, your phone, your TV. All of that you upgrade regularly. We're all very good at upgrading our software. But what about the software inside of you? Because that's the most important upgrade in the world, upgrading your inner software. So open up your phone and show that little kid all the friends that you have, all your contacts. Show them all your Facebook friends, the people that like you, all the people in your life. And if you don't have many, that's okay. If you have 5 friends, that's enough for everyone. But I want you to open your address book and show them all these marvelous, interesting people that they now know. And I want you to take this child again to every room in your house. If you have children, go and show them your sleeping child and show them that they have more love than you probably did then. Show them that you are installing that little kid into your world. And when you install that little child into your world, you can never go back, not even in your daydreams. And that's a good thing. That's an amazing thing. So I want you to take that child room by room. And even when you're doing the most simple things like driving your car, I want you to go and say, hey, I'm driving my car, I'm riding my bike. So clearly I'm not that 3-year-old kid that didn't have things or couldn't go to places or couldn't get her own things. I'm getting out my credit card to buy groceries, to pay this bill. I'm not that little kid. And it's very important to put that child into your world. The minute that you put that child into your world, you can never go back and live in that child world, not even your daydreams. When you install that child into your world, when you upgrade them and you say to them, you never have to go to that school that you didn't like, that you hated, that you got bullied at. You don't have to deal with those people ever again. You don't have to live with a father or mother or stepfather or someone that doesn't appear to like you. You don't have to live with siblings that were probably mean to you. You get to choose where you go, when to go to bed. You get to choose what to wear. You now get to choose what to eat because you're free and you live in my world. So finally, I want you to feel that little tiny kid from the bedroom of your past hovering about a foot above your head. Just a foot above your head is this little child from the bedroom. And I want you to feel that child inch by inch descending, slowly dripping down, moving into you, taking up residence in your living world. And when that child lives in your world, you can never go back and live in the past, not even in your daydreams. So feel that child descending down, dropping down, merging into you. Right now, I want you to say again, I will always have time for you. I will always protect you. I'm going to praise you every day. The praise that I was waiting for my whole life. Everything is available to you now. And it will always be available for you. And just take a few minutes and just feel how lovable that child is. Because the truth is, if you want love, there's only one thing you need to get love. You don't need to change your wardrobe, your body, anything. Just need to know that you are lovable. You will find love and attract all the good things in your life because you're worthy of them, but only to the degree that you know that you are lovable and deserving of all the great things in life. So I'm just going to give you a few minutes, and I want you to really know that everything is available to you now, and to know that you are worthy of love and that you are enough. So if you want things to be available to you and to feel that you're worthy of everything that you want, to feel the love in your life, that is all to the degree that you give love to yourself. It's like breathing. We can't just breathe out and out and out without ever receiving anything. And likewise, we cannot just breathe in and in and in without ever breathing out. We need to find perfect balance in our life, knowing that we are giving love and receiving love. And I want you to look at that child, and I want you to keep on saying, I am lovable. I always have been. I always will be. I know that I am lovable. I am enough. Everything is available to me now. I am not my childhood. I am not my past. I'm not my job description. I'm not my bank account. I'm not the years on my birth certificate. I'm not the numbers on that scale. What I am is so lovable. I am enough. Everything is available to me now. People love me because I love them, but also because I love me. I can only love people to the degree that I love myself. And that is the truth about me. So if you want to take him in and add anything at all, that's fine. Or just allow those words to sink in. The most important word you will ever hear in your whole life are the words that you say to yourself. The most important opinion is yours. We spend so long trying to make people love us when really all we have to do is love ourselves and to believe that everything is available to us because we're worthy of it. And now that you know that you are lovable, you're going to attract more love and wealth and all the great things in life. Because the more love and abundance you get back, it is all coming from the same energy that you are deserving, that you are worthy. So loving yourself and receiving abundance is easy. It starts with looking at the mirror and saying, hey, look at you. You're lovable. I love you. Everything is available to you because you're worthy. You deserve to enjoy and have all the abundance that is readily available to you. And we don't say, oh, but you're a bit this and a bit that, and your shirt's got a stain on it. And no. That is not unconditional love. And parents don't do this with their kids, or they shouldn't do this with their kids. And if you don't do this with your kids, don't do this to yourself. Don't put a but on all the praise and love that you deserve. There's a little child inside of you, and the only person who can get it right is you. Because yes, you could find an amazing girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife, but their job isn't to make you feel lovable or that you're worthy. Because guess what? If someone else has all the power to make you feel amazing, when they leave you, they take that power with them. So you have to know yourself that you're lovable and that nobody can take that away. Nobody can chip that away. People can leave you, they can hurt you, but they can't take away the fact that you are deserving and worthy and that everything is available to you now. So I'm going to bring you back to full awareness that every word is making a full, deep, profound, lasting impression upon your subconscious mind right now. And with the unwavering conviction that you are enough, that you are lovable, and that everything is available to you now. On the count of 1, you're returning to your full awareness, feeling wonderful. On the count of 2, you're feeling calm, relaxed, and incredibly at ease. And this feeling will stay with you. On the count of 3, each muscle and nerve in your body is loose and relaxed. You feel wonderful, perfect physically, mentally, perfectly able to express yourself, to be honest with yourself, to look after yourself. On the count of 4, you're feeling refreshed, relaxed, wonderfully reinforced. And on the count of 5, feeling positive, feeling confident, feeling wonderfully at ease, feeling wide awake now, fully aware. Just open up your eyes, fill up your lungs, and just take a long, deep breath.
Wow. I don't even know what to say aside from wow. That was amazing. I definitely cried. Happy I'm wearing waterproof makeup right now.
Maybe that's one of the housekeeping things that I should have also mentioned at the beginning. You can get a bit emotional. Yes, feelings do come up. That is true.
But that was so transformational. And, going into this masterclass right now, I didn't really tie in together, not feeling loved and like your needs are met as a child as to, relating with manifesting and attracting money. But as we started to go through this hypnosis, I really started to, I became to realize that, these deep-rooted feelings came from something so different than, what we could have expected, which is exactly what you said in the beginning. It's like, we might think that, our problem is this, but it's actually something so much different.
Yes. And those are the fabulous breakthroughs that we get when we get the answers straight from the source and not from the filtering mind, the mind that tries to keep us protected in some way, or that is judging and evaluating. Because sometimes, as you said, when you get that feeling of a breakthrough of seeing, oh my God, I didn't even know that this was tied up together somehow. I made an assumption or a mistaken belief about what happened to me at this point in time. Sometimes it feels, for lack of a better word, silly. But it isn't, because as I said, your subconscious mind is not filtering whether it's good or bad, right or wrong, silly or serious, or that it makes sense or not. It just takes it in. And so it is wonderful to see these transformations, how they happen, because your subconscious has all the answers. And when we ask it directly, it will give us the answers.
Wow. Thank you so much for being here. I know everyone listening is probably having like a, whoa, this was amazing moment, just like I am. If people want to connect with you and learn more and, go deeper into this, rapid transformational therapy with you, how can we find you? Where can we find you?
Yes, absolutely. You can go to my Facebook page, The Momergy Movement. And also you can reach me on my website, www.themomergymovement.com. That's Momergy, Momergy. And yes, that's pretty much where you will find my contact details. You can always send me an email and we can get on a call and discuss a little bit what needs you might have. Because certainly going into these sessions, because they're so rapid and so transformational, it's really important to know what is it that you want as an outcome, right? What is it that you're looking to change, that you're feeling is holding you back? And so a previous conversation before going into a session is always good, just to give me a better idea of how I can further help you in the right way. Because we are dealing with the subconscious mind. We want to make sure that the beliefs and the commands that we are installing are exactly the ones that you want to have. So that's why it is so personalized to every particular person. And it is my job to understand exactly what is it that you want, so that I can make sure that your subconscious is giving you exactly what you want. So those are the places, and then we can move forward from there.
Thank you so much for being here. And for everyone listening, regardless of what platform you're listening to this on, I will have her contact details, her website, her social media in the description. So you can always go ahead and click that link as well to connect with her and to learn more. Once again, thank you so much for being here. And this was just so amazing.
Thank you, Amber. I love to be able to provide this little taster for you and for your audience. And thank you once again. I had a lot of fun. I always love to create the spaces. We all definitely need them. And so for me, it's just wonderful to have the opportunity to share.
I hope you enjoyed this juicy episode of the Embody Me podcast. If you love this episode, please give us a 5-star rating and share with the woman in your life who needs to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up with all of our upcoming releases. I cannot wait to catch you in the next episode.